There's something happening on the collective level perhaps you should know about. The proof in which that the battle between God and man was a battle that is not really a battle. Because if you know how it all ends, is that really a battle? If two opposing forces fight against one another, and you already know how it all ends, because we all already know what the all-powerful stands for, then at that point, is that even a battle? Or is that a test, right? There is no such thing as a battle when you are already working with the most powerful source, most powerful, all-powerful force of the entire universe. So if you say that you're going against that, what do you mean that's a battle? What if that's part of the plan, right? For you to be testified under your arrogance and your ignorance, for you to suffer the consequences of your own wrongdoing, for you to have the arrogance to know that you can declare a battle against the most powerful force of the universe. And perhaps it's not even the battle of God versus a man, it's a God versus the opposite, right? The reason why that I use the word man is because the society that we live in, it conditions the mankind to be in opposition to the source. It conditions you in a way that it encourages you to restrict yourself, your truest, authentic self, and instead to expand in your self-righteousness, in your false sense of identity, in your ego, right? This idea of who you need to be instead of surrendering to who you are. This is what I mean by the battle between God versus man, except it's never a battle. It's not a battle, never been a battle. And even if you want to call it the battlefield between God versus Satan or the devil, once again goes back to the same point. When you are entering into a losing battle with the Almighty, the all-powerful, the all-knowing, that's not a battle. You might think it's a battle because it gives you the idea that you're even in the position to battle the all-powerful. But think logically, does that even make sense to you? When you're battling the force that is the greatest force above all of us, that is not a battle. That is a test that you take upon yourself. That is a path of demise that you lead yourself to. The reason why I'm mentioning this is that on the collective level, I'm seeing a phenomenon where certain people, even who have been in the oppositional force against God, are realizing something. And I am putting this message out there in case people need to hear this, especially if you're on that side, if you have been on that side, because perhaps you've been on that side because you have not seen God, you have not known God, and you have been sitting in the dark for such a long time now that you actually feel stuck. You might not even know what it means to be unstuck. You might have never actually experienced flow or freedom. And you might have told yourself that you don't want freedom. Maybe you want control, you want power, or you want to delve into whatever that gives you a sense of control. But deep down inside, you feel empty, right? So what if I told you that you feeling that way is not a description of where you're meant to be. It is not a definition of your entire life. It is not the totality of what is possible for you, but rather it's showing you what you're lacking. If anything, you can use that as your moment of receiving an invitation, or rather recognizing the invitation that you can change your path. What if that was possible for you? And I am telling you that that is possible for you, that if you have been opposed to God, even by accident, or maybe it was by choice, maybe you made the choice to be opposed to God because you've never known the mercy of God, even when you were learning about God through religions. Because I'm telling you right now, religions themselves might tell you about God, but they're not the direct conveyance of God, right? You do not meet God through religion. You meet God through your heart, through your life experiences, through your spirit. Religion is just a messenger. Religion is just a medium that communicates the word of God. And so if you've never really truly encountered God, religions might have never even served you, which is probably what strengthened your idea that it's okay to be opposed to God because you never encountered God. You could believe God is real, but if you've never encountered God, how could you actually know that it's real? The point that I'm trying to make here is you will no longer be able to deny it. I mean, you've known this truth for a while, that you do feel helpless, you do feel powerless, you do feel hopeless, you feel stuck. And I'm telling you about the collective phenomena that's happening, so you're not alone in this. That you're realizing that you are in a losing battle, and you have been in a losing battle. And so, I'm actually sending you the invitation to open your heart. Open your heart to the greatest force of this entire universe. There is freedom there. How you feel right now, what you think your life is about, and how hopeless you feel, helpless you feel, none of that matters. That's not an issue. I'm saying that that can be reversed. Not in the sense of eradicating all the pain and suffering you've endured in your life, not in the sense of forgetting everything that's ever happened to you, but in the sense of receiving a new path, a new timeline, a new creation, which is only possible under the mercy of God, by the way. And I'm telling you that it's possible. And I'm not involving any religion in this. I'm only speaking the truth from my heart, from the bottom of my heart. So if this message reached you, there's probably a reason. If you felt compelled to listen to this, there's a reason for it. Remember, you're not a lost cause. And it is possible to receive mercy and grace of rebirth, a new beginning of life, only through the most powerful. That is God. Now, if you feel connected to my energy, I invite you to come speak with me in a heart space in one-on-one. It is probably not a coincidence that you feel connected to this message right now. So think about it. And maybe I'll see you soon.